On the news, food security, Nigeria on the verge of producing 1 million tons of rice in the next 3 months. Member of Inaba charged the 10th National Assembly to work with legal professionals for valid constitution amendments. Good evening and welcome to NTA Ijebu ode News at 7. My name is Anthony Gandonu. The news in details. A legislation seeking to enhance procedures and strategies for the implementation of international conventions in Nigeria's maritime environment has passed second reading at the Senate.
By Senator Sani Eshimoku, the bill seeks promotion of maritime safety and security as well as providing protection for the country's marine environment. It also seeks to expand the scope of the Nigeria Maritime Administration and Safety Agency to cover several other areas like registration and licensing of ships, accreditation of marine surveyors and enterprise, and regulating maritime training institutions.
To promote the development of coastal shipping, trade and indigenous commercial shipping on national and international waters. 2. To regulate and promote maritime safety and security.
The nation is in the process of producing 1 million tons of rice within the next 3 months following dry season inputs to farmers under the National Agricultural Growth Scheme to guarantee food security in the country.
Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Hiari, stated this at the resumption of the House of Representatives sectoral debates devoted to seeking solutions to challenges in the agricultural sector.
Not as rice in the dry season, but we intend to cultivate about 55,000 hectares, which will find 110,000 farmers and a yield of 220,000 metric tons. Cassava also is 35,000 hectares with 70,000 farmers and a yield of 525,000 tons. So we're looking at a total of 250,000 hectares of rice for the dry season, which will mean impacting on 500,000 farmers and which will have an estimated yield of 1 million tons.
The minister also emphasized the need for mechanization of the agricultural value chain as a long-term measure for food security.
This is something that is a huge setback for us as a country. We are under-capitalized. Today, I'm not too sure if we have 5,000 tractors working there. We need over 72,000 with what we have in terms of arable land space. I have identified 4 critical levers for improving food security: increasing per capita consumption, raising production yield, curbing food price inflation, and reducing reliance on food import.
The 10th National Assembly has been advised to work with legal professionals for the amendment of 1999 Constitution to ensure validity. Discussing constitutional amendment on Good Morning Nigeria, members of the inner bar on the program also recommended adoption of the Oransonye report into the Constitution. Ekemini Williams has the details.
Ever since the advent of uninterrupted democratic administration in Nigeria, they have been altered 5 times, with the recent process by the 10th National Assembly being the 6th alteration. Discussing the constitutional amendments of Good Morning Nigeria, Philip Agbese, member House of Representatives Standing Committee on Constitution Review, noted that this will not be business as usual, as committees have already been set up to look into past reports and germane issues such as devolution of powers, judicial reforms, socio-economic rights, and viability of state policing.
We want a situation where these things go beyond rhetoric. They are no longer things you make as campaign tools. And for every nation, constitutional amendment is not a final thing. At every stage of human development, as far as people continue to yearn for better living, a constitution is actually supposed to be a guiding document that assembles the hope and aspirations of the people. So if today state policing has become a major issue, that Nigeria Nigerians must address in order to be able to move forward and to safeguard the lives and property of Nigerians, then that is what exactly we are going to do. The argument whether we, the people, the preamble to the Constitution is a fraud, I think we have gone beyond that. We have had 25 years of operating it. We remain a nation. Let us work out a constitution that gives satisfaction to the people, that are addressing the core issues.
Members of the inner bar who joined the program suggested a need for public input in the amendment. They said professionals in the legal and academic field must be consulted to give validity and depth to the document. They also suggested that issues such as alleviation of poverty and hardship, collapse of some economically weak states into one, and local government autonomy should be considered in the amendment.
The issue of getting the people along, carry them along in the constitutional amendment process, and to have an integrated process towards the making of a people's constitution is very imperative. Fundamentally, for Akpabio, I'm happy. It has not started badly. But the only thing they will do to make it work is to make sure that between them and their conscience and their God, they are doing the right thing. And then there is need for constant, like possibly said, consultation with the professionals and advice.
Philip and Bese implored Nigerians to trust that the leadership of the 10th National Assembly will make their opinions count this time around. In Abuja, Ekemini Williams, NTA News.
From legal to education matters. Adult education has been described as the process of equipping Nigerians with a right systematic learning skills to become vital contributors to the nation's development. Education in the field of adult literacy in this formal education system is crucial to economic, political, and cultural development of any nation. Larry Belei has the details.
Adult education is a purposive learning in which most adults come to literacy centers to equip themselves with the right skills, usually driven by interest and purpose. This is also in tandem with Nigeria's adult education goal, which includes providing functional literacy education for adults who have never had the opportunity of formal education. Basic knowledge, skills, and vocational training for people who need an upgrade.
The goal is to move the non-literates to become literate. The more literate we are, the more we understand policies, the more we engage in business transactions successfully, the more we don't have conflict. You know? Because when we understand each other, conflict resolution is less, because I can understand your point of view, because now I am more exposed than I used to be.
If we don't take these adult education programs, numerous adult education programs to the grassroots, especially digital literacy that encompasses a lot of topics and a lot of concepts that can help bring them into the fore, that can help them understand how things are evolving in the society and in the world at large, will be left behind. Educationists believe that the end result should be modifying adults for human capital ventures as vital resources that could lead to national development. In Lagos, Larry Belei, NTA News.
The news continues after this break.
As Easter a period to commemorate the death of Jesus Christ, who came to die for the sins of the whole world, draws near, NTA Ijebu ode, your heritage station, give opportunity for your church to come and give lesson talk to the public through our medium at a reasonable fee. From 14th of February to March 24th, 2024. Since Easter is a time for sober reflection, this will make you have a change of attitude and rededicate yourself to the Almighty God through His Son, Jesus Christ. So come and propagate the gospel and win more souls for Christ. For more enquiries, you can visit our marketing department along Erinwon GRA Road or call 0029411473 or 08137230626. Easter is time for sober reflection.
Above all nature.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.
مرحبا بكم يا رمضان، مرحبا بكم يا رمضان، مرحبا بكم يا Ramadan. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Yes, it is here again, Ramadan 1445 AH 2024. NTA Ijebu ode, the heritage station, is at it again to avail us the opportunity to maximize the abundant reward during the period through our packages such as tafsiri, call to prayer, station live show, short admonition, and lots more. For further enquiries, contact the marketing department, NTA Ijebu ode, TV House, Eruwan Road, GRU Ijebu ode, Ogun State, or call 080 28 36 48 01 or 080 29 41 14 73. Ramadan 1445 AH. What a rewarding experience.
رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات من الهدى والفرقان.
You are welcome back. In keeping with its mandate of ensuring that vulnerable Nigerians are prevented from flood devastation, the National Emergency Management Agency (NEMA), in collaboration with UNDHR, commenced a five-day train the trainers workshop on disaster information management. The training drew participants from the intergovernment agencies for effective 2024 flood mitigation. Ilyasu Ali Yakub has the details.
The 2024 seasonal climate predictions suggested a late onset of rain across the country, especially in the north-central states. Notwithstanding, NEMA is putting in place any mitigation strategies to tackle the unexpected hazards. These trainers workshop represent a significant opportunity for them to enhance their skills and knowledge in managing critical information during the time of disaster. The DG said participants will be engaged in rigorous training sessions, interactive discussions, and practical exercises designed to enhance expertise in information collection, analysis, and dissemination. The knowledge and skills that will be acquired will not only benefit individual participants, the DG said, but will also have a far-reaching impact on the communities, particularly in vulnerable and disaster-prone areas.
Timely and accurate information is crucial in mitigating the impacts of disaster, saving lives and ensuring the well-being of affected communities.
Head of Coordination, United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, UNOCHA, Nigeria, Beatrice Lacote, expressed the determination of the UNOCHA to continue collaboration to evolve more strategic intervention and mitigation strategies to reduce the hazards of annual flood devastation.
So we thank the DG for giving us this opportunity as OCHA to share our technical expertise in disaster risk management with NEMA.
The 5-day training is expected to be instrumental to effective mitigation of the 2024 flood devastation. In Abuja, Ilyasu Yakub, NTA News.
Now with sports with Gift George.
On the African Games taking place in Ghana, most of the continent's top-ranked table tennis players have booked their place in the quarterfinal stage of the 13th edition of the competition. Two-time silver medalist Nigeria's Iwona Quadri had to work hard to beat Algeria's Stephanie Quattro 3-1. World 2015 champion Omar Assa of Egypt had an easy 3-0 victory over Algeria's Sami Kerov. Also in the men's singles, defending champion Nigeria's Didi Omotayo proved too strong for Tunisia's Khalid Star with a 3-0 victory. The women's singles quarterfinal was dominated by Egypt. Nigeria's only surviving female player, Edem Offiong. To combat sports, It was a massive turnout of fans to witness the grand finale of season 2 of the Dambe Warriors Super Fight in Lagos. There were 9 interesting bouts, 6 professional fights involving newly promoted warriors, and 3 top-flight bouts which featured fighters who distinguished themselves at the sub-division.
Bringing this traditional Nigerian sport to the rest of the country, this could be bigger than sumo, this could be bigger than taekwondo. Our goal is to make it that in Nigeria.
The next step would be, obviously, doing exhibition matches at the All-African Games, even the Olympics. Who knows, who says what? And that is the pathway to internationalizing the sport.
In other news, over 100 archers from various parts of the country are scheduled to meet at the Maiden Zen Archery Club Open Championship, slated for the main bowl of the Teslim Balogun Stadium, Lagos, from the 9th to the 10th of March 2024. The 2-day championship aims to create awareness in the sport and also identify talents from the under-16 category.
Needs to foster the development of archery in Nigeria, and that is one of the reasons why this tournament is coming up now. And for the first time ever, I know that archery will be featured at the National Sports Festival.
In other news, the need for sports stakeholders to continue to collaborate for the growth and the development of sports in the country has been reiterated. This was at the 4th edition of the Sportsville Award Night.
Is honoring those who have made significant contribution to sports development generally. The point of our awards, and you can see that this is really special. We have said that this award is credible.
The event, which has 22 awards, was created to celebrate sports administrators in the country. With sports updates, Gifts George, NTA News.
So much for the news tonight. Join us tomorrow for another package. From me, good night.